Well, you know, large wedding gatherings may be on hold because of the pandemic, but what isn't on hold is couples showing their love for one another and getting engaged. In fact, one recent study said that more than 6 in 10 engaged couples say that their stay-at-home restrictions due to the coronavirus have actually strengthened their relationships. So joining us now to discuss is Director of PR for Natural Diamonds at De Beers Group, Sally Morrison. Welcome, Sally.
Thank you so much. Nice to be talking to you.
Well, lovely to talk to you, and we're happy to know that love is still in the air during COVID, of course. It's a dire time for most, but those statistics do prove that people are still getting engaged, and it looks like you have a beautiful display of diamonds in front of you, engagement rings.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's so interesting. You know, we did a lot of research during the pandemic, and we had heard anecdotally that lots more people were coming into jewelers around the country looking for engagement rings. And we talked to a relationship expert, Dr. Terry Reel, and he said, you know, the whole process of the pandemic and people being locked down and staying home with people 24/7 in most cases, meant that it sort of intensified their relationships and made their relationships closer. And it accelerated what was going on in their lives and their relationships anyway. So coming out of this, there was a kind of move for more people to kind of make a commitment to each other, because there was this sort of sense that we got through this, it's been very challenging, we moved through this together, and we're going to be together for the rest of our lives, and let's make that commitment now. So in many cases, those people don't know how they can get married, when they can get married, when can you have a wedding again, is it going to be a tiny wedding with a handful of people on a beach? But they're still getting engaged because they want to show the world that they're powering through this as a couple.
Well, I think that's definitely sounds like a silver lining out of all of this. And I'm wondering, are they choosing bigger diamonds now instead of better, or better instead of bigger, because weddings have been put on hold? And are they going for a more vintage look, something kind of to bring back nostalgia because we're more sentimental now?
Well, I think the key thing is about authenticity, right? And it's about simplicity and a return to like a slightly simpler way of life. So we did some research with the knot, and what we heard from people was that, first of all, over 50% of couples were interested in the shape of the diamond. And we've got some great examples of that here. This is a cushion cut designed by Michaela Erlanger for Forevermark. Beautiful cushion cut diamond set on its side. Very simple, very classic, but that, you know, very hot shape right now, the cushion. So they're very interested in shape. And the second most important thing to people was design, you know, how that design is personal. So it's maybe classic with a twist. It maybe has some kind of way to engrave something private inside. So they were interested very much in creating having a ring that sort of is truly reflective of their union with that other person. So it wasn't about bling, it wasn't about anything external, what other people think, it was about them. And, you know, ultimately, a natural diamond engagement ring is the iconic symbol of your connection with another person. And that's how people now are looking at it very much again. It's not about size or scale, it's about what it means to us.
Well, I think that's so well said, Sally. And of course, as we know, diamonds are forever. And it's nice to know that love is still in the air. Thank you so much for joining us. And you brought some beautiful examples of engagement rings and wedding rings that we might be seeing right here in Palm Springs in the future.
Well, thank you very much. My pleasure.
Thank you so much.